Amori mateke wa otieno matin ania sande ya AKUMU longe mo chincha kombeti chawari yo motieno ento kan watake wiye madiro kit menino juju. Minister Makwalo Podbat pilwak me karamoja tiko wale wakiwi ot me gwoko lei mameke. Kilego lutela mai karamoja me bedo kong mot ilo kumpot baro mion kipok bolwak mai ya duolgi.
Outcome of this case will determine whether we are making corruption official. And if we are making corruption official, not even a single coin in any office will stand.
Kadong lechuak poti mwana menuk mawani ki wakor kipachi Olo doge owani pati mameke NUP ayo wakor kit biak mechulo boten chilling million piera beach. Afoyori ni doritin nildwe achel medremi adek mwaka manyen alibrike piru adek tin benetin adek longe mochin la kelbotin Wan Luo Television ayedul me Parish Development Model anoyo ania sande AKUMU. Wabicharo longe Kampala kama lokumbare umen gipok bodan me karamoja doko liati ot moko chek chelo matiang dan ma politika rinyo oweko minister malokti kome biaktin eneyo tiyo kibare man otiko wala wako kama no guru me gwako lima mege payo mege mati unyao melobo Uganda kama ANGEYA. Watiki report mapol mwakili bot kan ikom lokman kombiti kan ilokangay mochwin kong wanen kipere tere juju. Rio Majumia Jil Imwakaman Minister Goreti Chitutu Ojo Warga Bot Office of Prime Minister Konmeon Kimi Boten Potbat Alibapawere Kimi Rio Mekonyo Dano Magiti Karamoja Sub-Region. Entadok Iching Baraja Nildwe Apawya Dek Majumia Rio Imwakaman Karataj me the new vision Katiti George Madoni Matni Minister Jome Padmameke Inamisindwa District Dana Dek Kikuno Magitiki Bari Mano Mirabet Pilwak Mai Karamoja igang mamekim. Mapat ki en dam mapol mo kene chur lago chawatani kom geni ko poko wako bati manekin gina mian mabeti pedana mai Karamoja man owego Amos Lugolobi minister matiri pelo kom lima no kom goyu beno yen en gao pat bati miya bichel maiti kwere megedo ot megwako lima mege ikayunga district. Ikar maloko doge minister ni okwanyo wago orero wago german pinka okwanyo wago batni kiwi ot kama no gore mbiri pale kun ki Karamoja onobogwago kwa padano lo. Ikare michoyo loko ne manu nuke jogo wako loko poko bari pidano mai Karamoja ndakdano mergunong bari mani kiri juma kuno ayobiru minister man moriko kaduju mati minister pe loko mfwene me primary eno no pot bati miya rio Dok no tiki vocha namba alibaboro miya bika pao ya boro. Rebecca Kadaga bene matila koinko prime minister dakbane minister pilokom kunyao mai Africa ono potbati miya beach. En meke obero vocha namba alibaboro miya beach kapara bungen. Ikin jomo kena bian kuno barimano beru Jacob Oboth about mati minister pi state minister pilokom gwako bebiro eno potbati miya dek ite vocha alib aboro miya beach piru achil ikin darmo kene madon maguno potbati ni. Ikara matika doro ot moko chik iching ario minister uberka loke dharma pol entola do ot moko chik man honorable Anita Among owening atman omelting yata riane ela kompot bati madano kwalo ki I Karamoja Sub-Region ni. Man otugo lok mage kibo dano maya Karamoja tole lutela ama ake kuno niki nen kit mayuwa wako mugati ki dog jomagi. Pelonge mochwiny Wan Luo Television hania Sunday AKUMU.
Karibuni lokman futi maliet kitiko miyo tamboro chion moko chimaki kar moja sub-region medwoko kong akemo ge pingo wako lok mano gitikwere kemien me kwano wako minister manki office yume bolo ko imolone censorship ikin yo moken magen tamne belo me miyo foti kom jomaki magitika nywaro office palwa kama kono rituale mako lokom dano magiti kar moja sub-region kongwanen matut wadugo metike lokangi mochwiny kan Wan Luo Television.
Neno kiet malo doge kere kombat me kara moja chelo mati anglo chungu yan moching mai kuno gimero nane ki yoe woko kombiro ki dudjo magelok ti komgendi kombat man iot moko cheki milobo Uganda.
We filed a notice for a censure motion. We got feedback from Parliament that we couldn't proceed with the censure motion until the Committee of Presidential Affairs completes its work, and it will complete its work in 2 weeks. So we think that it is okay to allow the committee complete its work and get all the evidences that we need, and then we will proceed with the censure motion.
Dot mokochek miloman meko Anita Mong o wani morti lang mapol matikar dakleg na jomal kongu bedwa ko mot pen jomo kene pego pen pe batiman guno dong ti gangi mamekim.
Member or the minister who is responsible for Karamoja is there. If there was any diversion, it is not anybody's fault. I saw iron sheets in Bukedea. I did not ask for them, but I ordered that they should be given to schools. Innocently. I did not open a shop, sell them, but they were given to schools, government schools. So I don't want other ministers to be pulled into what they are not concerned. Let everybody carry his own cross.
The board on Mokoshek Nimon Gikero committee mom and then kit me kwedo ko lokman kabene ki bitimu gin mo inge kwedna mege kache committee man otio kwedna megi korgi korem.
Instead of having a select committee, it is proper that the Committee of Presidential Affairs, which is our Committee of Parliament, process this matter. In the rules of Chile, it would have been a select committee would do that, but now it is a Presidential Affairs Committee. Once that committee process that report, which the Speaker has given 2 weeks, which probably by next week we should have a report on the floor of Parliament.
Losing appetite is not even an option. With this thing, we will pursue it to its logical conclusion. I tell you, if the outcome of this case will determine whether we are making corruption official, and if we are making corruption official, not even a single coin in any office will stand.
Pikaraman kongi mi bot gen taberario ya kokwet lokman kadongu dokchen ko mi report bot ot mokochek melubu Uganda. Bot but miano kipok bot dang me karamoja onomior bet alibapawi ario kimi ario ento olalata bolo dior madon ikamente melubu Uganda ikene ministers madon kidong chen mokochek mamiano kitike kerli moromo pedok munung jamenono bot dano magitilo Uganda kan. Pe Wan Luo Television hania Sunday AKUMU.
Ichabit maukati dan mapoli social media kubirgi wuma teknganeno chela chomo manye eri kimwesigwa makono chal nyurokor matikibu madit men ke wao kipaj ikarmen en wani gamente nyo loktit pagamenta yo wao en ka piene en chwa party National Unity Platform en todoka matilo klocho lorangi ichabit mania chakene la wone eno loko doko wani modo telemenu payo bolo en gimye boten chilling million pierabit nge wango en kaya wadi kamaleng nilu tit pakamente ayo wao en nyomi botna won malit kiteno otiki mapole kong lokmana wari karmala klocho lokanki igankal pamoñ matimbuya ikampala Pat Robert Laruyo bilte kuno en kili mapol.
Ichabit mokaro awuba chil manye kiluoni mwesigwa ere kubino kilong mateknik en kiberka one karma lumoñ pagamente o mago en telok mokatitin nen chalo ngidma en wajo petiati kitma wabunyo kwere kany.
While security forces have noted persistent attempts by some political opposition groups in Uganda to blackmail and demonize government over false allegations of torture by security agencies. These elements have embarked on a deliberate campaign to malign the government and attempted to isolate it at regional and international fora, as well as among the development partners, using the usual rhetoric of human rights abuses and socio-economic challenges.
Kogo tie matek tutwali kum dul mapechwa ko gamente makiwachi gena yene chalo getika balo nyinga mente minongo yo mamegi.
These evil schemes continue to be propagated through the mainstream and social media platforms and agitators for civil disobedience, including the so-called Kuunga and Tulumbe campaigns. These groups, particularly the National Unity Platform, NUP, have over time made it a norm to parade people with bodily defects occasioned by normal accidents to masquerade as victims of torture inflicted on them by security personnel. Recently, on the 13th of February 2023, Wan Luo Eric was paraded before the media by NUP President Robert Kyagulanyi at NUP offices in Kamocha, Kampala, claiming that he was tortured and burnt on his chest using a flat iron by security operatives. However, contrary to the torture narrative by NUP, it has since been established that Mr. Luo Eric was lured into a deal by NUP, and the wounds were inflicted on him by the same group after promising him monetary gains and treatment with the sole purpose of maligning government.
Komiti mawalogoni gamente tikamiyo yat mineno kit makiromo konyo kwede Eric Mwesigwa.
Unfortunately, NUP abandoned him with his wounds without treatment and pay. The government is providing medical and psychosocial support to Mr. Mwesigwa for full recovery.
Gen wachi enipi wang mi achiel ma joma pichwako gamente tika katini gamente tika onogi kun lachen ke noni gen gicherogi one ke kengi ilinying minongo chenne kitma kitero kwere kany.
Following other similar schemes by NUP to blackmail and isolate government, both local and internationally, on 17th of November 2022, over 100 NUP elements were paraded as torture victims at the Uganda Human Rights Accountability Conference at Ufungamano House in Nairobi, Kenya. It was later established many of the paraded individuals were victims of normal accidents occasioned by border borders and other incidents. They included, among others, Sebuganda Richard, who lost his hand in a student strike at Makerere University in 2020, and Kamuswaga Moses, who was injured trying to detonate a tear gas canister in 2012.
Pilogangea muchunyi Wan Luo TV, Pat Robert Larube. Lolo chimalolo konfonya kabere maido district gutiro willo kombere paloteno kwan miechel. Pierre bechele ken kon gite mirne gai kwana biano pat primary makiti kuno. Makiti ke payako matek malakom kombere paloteno kwan. Adit malolo konfonya district meno mekomoli Monica Alweyo. Owani monrome kombere matila penyi kai poko weng latin kombere chel. Omirtelo teno kwan apau ya bier kulma perwate. Ikino mefonyi maochunyi boloteno kwan magiti gai kwan me primary ikabara maido district kuno. Maiko onyi hayolu buko Lokman Pilonge maochunyi akeli report ma okwero kore matut.
Jotel me district me kabera maido ene teko gamo ibao na meromo dam tola cheliot kanyape ameda opore poko ne skulun apapata metieda district alubere karachel kedere megi bedo meidue ngata dati daru tutunu die loko pame maker karachel kede mama no sukulun Moli Monica Alweyo wacho be epone ameda idwete bedo karachel kede i classes apapat sukulun apapat district mekabere maido enagoro duong'ie dire mibaonda tiye twatwang.
On our enrollment in primary schools in government, we have an enrollment of 42,794 learners. So out of that, we only have 1,357 desks, giving us an average of 1 to 8, one desk taking 8 children in our good schools. But in most of our schools, the ratio is 1 to 17. which is not tallying with the national and acceptable ratio of 1 to 3.
Ngata do bedo Principal Assistant Chief Administrative Officer Mekabere Maido Haman Ejok wacho be gin center mekitiyo kede romo bedo million otariwiang won kede tumia tol kanyangon pita makino berudo ibawon ameromo tola chilot kanyapi wie kanyapi.
Struggle with how we can improve the standards of our education in the district, and these are the small efforts that we're putting together to get the ultimate goal of improving the standards of education in the entire district.
Imwaka melim okato Hamane jok wacho be kiwilo ibao na mero moda tutumia achiel ameda podi okupoki sukulun do podi daleka meda romo.
Most of our schools now have classrooms, adequate classrooms, apart from 2 schools. So we're now trying to fill the gap that the desks that have not been there, we should have desks in the schools. And going forward, we are hoping that next financial year, we are trying to look for funding to procure about 3,000 desks. That will push us to the desk ratio of about 1 to 5, which will mean that all our pupils will, although they'll squeeze themselves, but they'll be able to sit on the desks in the classes.
Aradisi Mekabere Maido Haji Ramadan Walugembe enada obucho sukulundi wacho be mierki gwoki bao na mopokonegi iupone opore.
My message to the head teacher is that they should look after these chairs. If they are broken, at least they must repair. They should not just throw something that costs like 10,000, then you throw away. They should have a mentality of repairing some of these furniture.
Bed bala podi baona noge na momie sukulun podi rem karachel kede kok wokun ibudjo telme sukulun iki wacho be toto meidue tie bedo piny di pokire. Michael Onyinge pi Wan Luo TV Ikabere Maido District.
Ikamapat ki lobo Uganda lobo ta katika yope bolo kuima meki pe yero president kene rotela mokene office idweme adake ni karbe ni mofurgiti ake perma pon mo yiyo ke lukono oneko dan ali mapola ta inge yengo ping matek idweme okati kongwanen report man matute.
Adela lobo taki Recep Tayyip Erdogan owani karibet ni mono peko birutelo ameki ya dokimo yen kui mele wamano bometa nyim kibibolo kui inda pawi ya ngwen mejumia biti mwakaman malupke yup ket mano mierubet kwere yen mauti me idwe mokati oneko dano ali perwen ya beach kolo itaki keken. En obero kaloko wani wanakachelo bao yiki bibulu kuyo mekin da pao yang wende tumia beach dog bene gibineno kit me yer joma pol magitika chung en obero kaloko bolu chon makochik makite AK party ichia dek matini Dharma Pol Guber Kalok ni Merkedi upakar me bolo kuyo pa yer president kiluchon makochik mameki piyeni moni yo berutie o mayo ko pa Dharma Pol. Maono food pia ying mano time Dharma Pol no kote berke chachi kumtelapa en Erdogan ikin lok mapola yo berutine rom ko tika mede malmalo mirli mapol entre conchente bene pereting dano. Idom mapadreman iching baraja ying mo Canada ko yeo ping mate kaon ne kon ngarachel inge kar mapol madak ben no dong gentini oloto yeo beru pere inge ne kodano ali perwen ya beach kolo ket motime kwere ye chake medwe mokate pelo wange mo chini ani asande AKUMU.
Ilo ANGEYA mamaro biacharo tiano kwan mako kwano PhD ke Gulu University katike dir manyen me konyo lufu ke berke yo mabelo emifu idong bene gwako record nyote buke kenje moken mapol Dennis Ojue tiki report mo berodoke kany kongwanen kiboten
Rom kwan tika mede ameda kigang kwan madit pagamente makeluoni Gulu University matie ilaro igulu city imwakaman alibario ke piario biadek papato berotie ikare ma le tiro kwan gena bit kulu magen go tiro kwan e rom mala tira makeluoni philosophy nyo PhD ikin le tiro kwan ye cho gena dek kachel ke mon ario ki tunko malame Uganda uberie Francis Atube
akwana lokomfu ma umiero wakony lukingang lufu maikingang memeto kero mefu mamegi mebero metieko kwan eni umiere tim kweda ikom jemi ma ini neno tika yelo luak ana yero lok malupe gi fu alaga me ping machalo kwat kin matiga loka kede yelo lu fu wani ning awajo ni umiero gi lok alaga me kwat eni alaga me ping eni teke extension workers cherbo lu fu umiero one of their messages ubeni ngunu ngeni kwat dong pechwe ketana yangi we ti umiero tim ngo umiero yup poru buchan uku teke kwar chako poru ni tap uket kodi
Ikin lokwan mokene ubero bene nyako lao achiel makire kwiny makiluoni Irene Akite ma enu loke mapol kede bet loke maduong ober ka rupane ke leb mono.
I did research from Ochere, Kiremechan Ochere Yobe. I had realized that Ochere contributes to the livelihoods of over 100,000 people in Uganda. They are depending on it for both food and for income. And Ochere is becoming a crop that is highly demanded, both nationally and internationally. Because as Uganda, we import rice, but we also export rice to Africa. Murik in Gang, they are suffering because they are not receiving what they should have received from the rice value chain.
Kwe man maga alibario kipiario via dek de kono de tiero kwan alibachel miario kipiara biro magien goro degree ma pat chaka ki doctorate biro kede way certificate nyoy diploma kone ken giduchu mia bit kipiario via rio ma ober mamon master gober gen piara bichel via biro mia chel kipiara dek nono ober joma gen kwan me diploma e rom mamalo alibachel kipiara bichel bachelor's degree kwan aboro diploma pi Wan Luo TV Denis Ojwe Igul University Ikulu City.
Elwaya gekemelo wangemo chwin kanki Wan Luo Television ania Sunday AKUMU mukenti kabino dofo bot in kibodul ma Paris Development Model.